Good morning. Today we're going to work on getting a soil sample and soil test done on our lawn from My Soil. So we got this handy dandy little kit that came here from Amazon. Inside you have a instruction sheet and a registration card, a prepaid package to mail your sample back in, and everything you need here to do your sample. We have our sample jar and of course some instructions and a nice little scoop so you know how much of a sample to apply into the jar. So let's go take a couple soil samples and we'll throw them in the jar and get them in the mail. All right, so we have our soil plugs here. I took a bunch of different little plugs from around the yard. What we need to do is remove any large material, such as like pieces of grass or anything like that, but we're gonna get this kind of broken up and mixed together. All these little dirt plugs, get some of this grass out. So we have a good just mixture of nice clean dirt to add into the sample here. So they typically want you to get a couple different samples from around your yard. That way you just get a really good spread of soil material and the organics, just to get a good kind of average of what your yard is looking like. Because as we all know, some places in our yard grow better than others, whether it be nutrients or soil compaction or whatever the case may be. But that's a pretty good little sample there. I'm gonna try and breathe some of this up a little bit better for us. Got some of those grass chunks. And like I mentioned, they have a handy dandy little cup here. So in our cup, we're gonna fill this up to get our good soil sample size. So I'm gonna try and break these pieces up. Some material in there. Alright, that's a pretty good little sample size. So we got that. We're gonna open up our test jar. And it has liquid inside of it and a nutrient catching device. So you leave all that in there. And we're gonna add our soil in. Get that to break down. We're good. Put our lid back on. Put that on there nice and tight. Just add soil, look at that. Don't remove the contents, just add some soil and we'll put it back in our mailed package here, pop it in the mail, and give it a couple days and we'll see how our results are. Pretty easy. So you may be wondering, what is this weird guy doing in his backyard with this fork-looking thing, poking holes in his lawn, pulling out all these plugs? Well, it's a process called aeration, and I'm doing it at my lawn. Now, while it may be looking like I'm destroying my lawn, I'm actually doing a couple things. I'm opening up the soil, so we have good airflow down into the soil. We're leaving some compaction and hard-packed soil areas just from wear and tear, playing with the dog, running the mower, playing soccer out here with the kids. So that's gonna help the soil loosen things up, get some better growth, as well as let air, water, and nutrients and some fertilizer and things like that down into the root system and develop an overall better turf for the lawn. So that's why I'm doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy. now that I got my lawn pretty much all aerated, I've been working on putting water down into the ground just to really help take advantage of all the pores and openings that we've pulled in the lawn, just to really push that moisture down into the earth. All right, good morning. So I spent the past 2 nights working on the lawn, slowly going through and getting everything aerated. Now that I have that finished, I am going to work on breaking up all of the plugs. And you may ask the question of, well, your soil's good, the plugs are good, why are you raking them up and getting rid of that? For me, part of the reason is because I have a very low mowed lawn, and I don't want the plugs on there to kind of gum things up, damage the grass. They're just chunky. And also with our wear and tear that we put on the lawn, the dog, me and the kids, things like that, it just kind of is a mess. So that's part of my decision making for removing the plugs. Also plan to hopefully top dress the lawn here this week or next week is my goal. I probably should do it sooner, but that's my hopeful goal, getting it top dressed here soon in the peak of the growing season. So we'll take advantage of having the lawn nice and clean, get some nice soil, or sorry, some nice sand, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and get these ready to go. Another reason I am raking up the plugs is because this guy right here thinks it's funny to go out in the yard and eat all the dirt plugs out of the lawn. So I'm doing him a favor, doing myself a favor, and gonna get those cleaned up so that way he quits having treats out there in the yard to eat. Now that I get the lawn cleaned up fairly well, I'm going to do the quick mow just to tidy things up, and we'll be good for the next project. I made a big mistake about 10 seconds into trying to mow. Went through the little mud patch here. Everything is gummed up in wet, nasty mud. That was a bad idea. Well, I'm gonna put mowing on pause and gonna clean this up, let things dry out just a little bit more, and we'll give it a shot later on. All right, thanks everyone for joining me today for a fantastic aeration video, but a failure of a mowing video with the muddy mess that we caused with the mower here. So either way, it's all for some fun and entertainment. No way, shape, or form am I educational in any manner, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check back here soon. We're gonna have some more videos coming out on getting our lawn top dressed and leveled. So that will be exciting to see, as well as our soil test results and some more coming up here in the works. So have a great afternoon. Thanks, guys.